I'm just a bit taken aback by the majority leader's decision to alter the course that I thought we were on that would allow for debate and work on a bill to deal with the budget, the debt ceiling, and our budget deficit tomorrow. And some of his comments that he made today after he changed his mind, yesterday he said, I'm committed to allowing a fair and full debate on this bill. I want the proponents and opponents to have time to air their views and so forth. Then he says, I think this piece of legislation is about as weak and senseless as anything that has ever come before the Senate. Quote, I'm not going to waste the Senate's time day after day on this piece of legislation, which I think is an anathema to what our country is about. And he goes on to say the American people should understand this is a bad piece of legislation, perhaps the worst legislation in the history of the country. That's what the majority leader said just a few hours ago. Let me ask Senator Lee. He's newly elected from the state of Utah. He traveled all over the state. Did you share with your people at various times in your efforts that you thought a constitutional amendment, like so many states have, to contain spending is good and sound policy? Did they hold that against you? Or do you think your election was an affirmation of the cry of the American people that we take some action that would actually constrain spending?
On countless occasions throughout the state of Utah, I've articulated the fact that I believe we have no business raising the debt limit without first adopting permanent structural change in the form of a constitutional balanced budget amendment. And the people of Utah elected me, in part based on that promise. Elections have consequences, and in my case, this was one of them.